Pressure on this laning duo, which is pretty new. Scam, obviously,
Extremely
new
new, right?
addition
They've had,
to the
like-
team.
Yeah. They've probably had 3 days to scrim.
Right.
And no, not even. Because unless they started scrimming during the last tournament with their new roster.
Oh, rank 100 mid laner, epic. Jesus, Maureen, no chill, straight off the bat.
Damn. Flaming Yopaj. These guys like their all chats.
Yeah, they do. They're getting
the
straight
game.
and personal straight away. Like, no hesitation, just... No response from Shopify.
They probably,
funny that
a
you
lot
have
of people
the,
just mute them.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I do like how you have just a PMA crit halfway through, like, have fun.
30 seconds to battle.
Getting roasted, and Chris just still keeping up the positive appearances. Of course, he's played with a lot of guys on this team before.
Kurt's always a have fun and no good luck kind of guy in his pregame.
Well, why would you miss your enemy's luck? That makes no sense.
Saberlight is.
Well, here we go. Jump into the middle of everybody, and it's going to be a 4-man shield crash to start things off. And Scam looking like he's going to be the first one to go down here. Amar going to be the one to grab that first blood for himself.
Okay, now he does good luck, have fun.
Okay. Yopaj going to be able to grab that bounty rune at the very least, so that should secure them 3 bounties. But 3 bounties versus the first blood? I definitely don't have them muted. Oh, I see. Is that a big faux pas in the competitive world, Gunner?
No, it's just like a meme where it's like you said good luck, have fun after you get a kill. Like you smoking, you have first blood, or you do it like as you're smoking up. So maybe someone's like typing back, and then you kill them. It's more of, I think it's more of like a funny meme than.
Yeah, I think it's a meme. All right, let's have a look at these lanes. Most importantly, the bottom lane, of course. It's Arteezy and the Scam versus Amar and Crit. Need to make sure that you win this lane on the Weaver and the Bane. Tough debut for Scam here. This tournament.
The other thing that's kind of sad about this whole first blood thing is Kitrak got Bushwhack, which I think is one of the like sad spells to get level 1. Acorn Shot just has so much just potential. Like you get to CS the range creep for free. You get to sometimes like bounce between the 2 heroes and just do like 150 damage to the carry and like 80 damage to their 5. So it's definitely really sad that he ended up having to go Bushwhack just. And not only like they don't get a kill, but they also are the ones who feed first blood.
Yeah, it's very, very painful. Smoking up, going that deep, and then not coming out with the goods. Tough situation to be in. I'm going to be interested to see Skitters build this game as well, because we've seen a lot of these Clinksers, you know, some of them have different ideas on how to approach this thing. You know, do they buy the shard early? Do they not? Do they go for just straight up lockdown? You know, I've even seen I think it was just Orchid into Hex build before. I don't think that was Skitter, but you know, people get pretty wild with these Clinks builds. What are you expecting from him this game?
I think Gleipnir is just really solid this game. So, like, I could see Orchids into Gleipnir or just a Gleipnir rush. I think either works. Obviously, Orchid's really good for Weaver. And even like the subs, like it lets you kill Bane without him clicking spells on you. But I would say the most likely thing is just Gleipnir, just tank up and catch. The thing that is interesting though is the rank 100 billionaire is currently 7-4 CS versus 1-1.
Yeah, I was gonna save it, but yeah.
Unfortunately,
I love the silence from Yopaj as well. There's been no tips. There's been no harassment. There's been no nothing. Yopaj just silently destroying Malrine in the early levels here. I mean just destroying. This is a smackdown
it's bad
right now.
Yeah, that's bad so far. That's always the funniest thing when there's a little all chat. Interesting interaction. To my understanding, is that you know how Breathe Fire reduces the damage of everything?
Yeah,
it's so strong that it reduces swashbuckle damage as well. Yes.
Yeah,
which is like one of the only things in the game that can actually reduce swashbuckle damage. So this matchup is even worse than you think it is, just based on that.
Yeah. I've actually never noticed that before, but just in that instance where he missed a melee creep with it, it's a tough old time. All right, well, we'll see if Marine's able to recover this middle lane for himself as It's off to a pretty tough start. Meanwhile, down at the bottom, so far so good for Shopify Rebellions. Teaser's been able to get himself a decent amount of CS. Of course, Amar has as well, as he always will on the Mars. Anybody that doubts Amar Mars has not been watching professional Dota for the past 3 years or however long he's been playing.
Amar Mars. This guy also, like, I think he changed a lot of starting line builds and just like laning builds for people. He was the first one, I think, to start doing the double bracer a lot. He also repopularized Yules on Mars. I think it was the Betboom Dubai tournament is when he first started rushing Yules again on Mars. After, like, you know, it'd been like a year since people were doing it. So this guy's kind of he's okay on Mars, I would say.
He's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody copies what he does. It just makes him all right.
You know, he's okay. He's only won like a few tournaments here and there.
Couple. Yeah, this has been one of the most dominant just formation into just owning teams we've seen in Dota. And yeah, Amar's been kind of fulcrum with that. And they're just meta-defining players, honestly. That's the
a lot of people are just kind of copying a lot of stuff they do, like even just the laning from Falcons off lane, Malreen's like hero pool. I think a lot of people are just kind of looking at and trying to replicate.
Yeah. Now the bottle has kind of brought Malreen back into this middle lane a bit. He's been able to get off a lot more spells and kind of survive against the Yopaj much better. But,
yeah, but even now he's
nice
down 500 gold at 4.5 minutes. It's a lot, especially for like the mid lane, being behind this much gold.
Unusual, honestly. Like in the current state of things, like we just it's just so many mid lanes just trades, you know.
Well,
especially, I mean, unusual for most players. For Malreen, it's like unheard of. This guy is
very good
like,
laning.
A credible laner. Yeah, like people kept throwing up stats about how many kills he gets in lane compared to other people. Like, yeah, absolutely ridiculous.
So the off lane for Falcon
getting run down on the tower. They're gonna get the kill. The Enchantress, she went away to go and get a big creep from the enemy triangle. And whilst she was away, well, they were able to get a kill on Skidder. Yeah, Kitrak's gone.
So the thing is they're actually losing, Shopify's losing their safe lane by quite a lot. Amar's up 500 gold on the Weaver. So he did get First Blood, which is kind of cheating. First Blood's really stupid right now.
Radiant structures are
in Dota, it's like you get First Blood in the pre-runes and you just get like 300 gold. You start the lane with a bracer, so now you get an extra 300 gold because you're laning with more stats. And there's games and lanes that I've seen just because some guy gets First Blood, you like almost lose the lane. Just like borderline, just because.
I mean, we literally had that yesterday in one of our games. As Marine is getting jumped on right now. Yopaj is here. Kitrak joining in. Skem coming in from behind the tower. Shield Crash going to buy him a little bit of time, but will be going down. The right clicks there.
Crit might go down too.
Now look over towards Crit. Yeah, they're not stopping. I mean, Yopaj don't care about no tower. He's just going to keep it on going here. Kitrak lands a bushwhack. 2 kills in the middle lane for Shopify Rebellion.
All right. All chatting mid did not work this game. Turns out when the enemy team has you all muted, all chatting doesn't work to tilt them.
Come on, sprites.
Yopaj, the untiltable mountain. He's just a chill dude.
He's just vibing.
Just hanging out, playing DK, hitting towers, hitting heroes. Rank 100. Psh, who cares? Yeah, we never really mentioned how pivotal that was going to be because we kept talking about how important Arteezy's lane was going to be on this Weaver. You know, he needs to dominate. And then the Mars gets the First Blood. I mean, wow, that's kind of pretty against what they were hoping for there. Whoa, Mars. Amar trying to track down. Yeah, I mean, he was about to go for it, but
he's thinking about it. I think
he was right.
So this mid lane is kind of making up. I didn't think mid lane would go this bad for the Pangolier. And so now Shopify kind of has a way to play through And if DK does have this like really nice start, he does do a lot of damage, and he scales really nicely. It just usually when you see DK, he does like okay in his lane. He slightly wins, and then he just gets like blink, and he gets like 1 kill, and then he kind of falls off really fast. But whenever his game is this fast, he gets like 2-3 kills with dagger because it's so fast, and the map gets closed off so fast that he's actually able to get a lot of gold and scale really well. And like I think he can go just blink Orchid on the DK and just kill the Chaos Knight and the Clink, sorry.
The Clinks, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's one of the big problems which Clinks has, you know, if you've got like a Night Stalker or a DK, you know, one of these really mobile, sticky heroes on you for the fight, you can't stand your ground and play. You have to run around, and it's not pleasant. So, and Skitter's not having a good game right now. Out of all the people inside of Dire, you know, obviously Pango's doing the worst, but close behind him, Skitter's kind of being zoned out of the lane right now, which is really surprising to me. I mean, I felt like Snaking would have been able to secure this one.
I think just that one death on the Clinks mattered a lot for how the lane state is going, because it allowed Saberlight to get all these armor items.
Rotation onto Snaking. They're going to be able to bring him down.
Middle tower is under attack.
Hit track baiting quite a lot there, just trying to annoy Skitter, but also setting up for a gank with his teammates.
Top lane is kind of over for Falcons. They can't really lane much, especially now DK's going to walk over and just take the tower with his form. So Clinks isn't sad about jungling, but he's not like the fastest jungler. You usually want to sit in your lane because you get really tanky with the Death Pact and just eat creeps, sit in the lane, kind of exist, bully the offlaner out, because he's one of the better heroes versus these like tanky offlaners because he does so much physical damage that you actually get to chew through their high HP. But now he just has to jungle, and if you compare him to like Arteezy actually still gets to lane. Even though he's behind a net worth, he still gets to lane and be like kind of annoying, and he still has his tier 1 tower. So Shopify is actually going to keep progressing the map further and further, and if Skeeter dies here,
which is looking like he won't. No vision down from K-Track.
Hit level 6 just as they were went on him. That like final creep right before the gank was his level 6 timing.
Yeah, lucky for Skitter. And no vision on K-Track either. Oh, I was going to say there was some coming in the courier, but there wasn't. It's just a clarity. So yeah, I'm going to have to wait a while before they ever try this one again. Yopaj still have to look for his Blink Dagger some other way, and Stacks will certainly help out in trying to do that.
Lamar has his arena ready to be skilled. He always does this thing where he basically doesn't use the skill point. And also we're going to see mid. Skeeter's
in some trouble, turns around with the brain sap. Nightmare's alive as well, and that's going to set up for the kill into Snaking. Malrine, he's trying to get off the Rolling Thunder. He's spamming it, but he's going to be able to get away. Just swashbuckles up to the high ground. A lot of heroes here from Falcons just to try and get Malrine out of trouble. They've got themselves the swashbuckle. It actually hurts quite a lot. Turn around, but they get the kill. Scams there from the high ground with the brain sap, going through the magic community and getting the kill onto Malrine. And now Saberlight caught inside the arena. Amar is here, is going to bring him down. The Nightmare delay is inevitable, but down he shall go. Yopaj just says, all right, see you later. Goes for the TP, and there is no cancel. He's gone. Scam maybe in some trouble here, though. Trying to run away, but Amar, Snaking, Skitter, Crit, they're all on the chase right now, and they will be bringing him down. Kit-Track can all but watch from the sidelines under the cover of his Invis rune.
I feel like, I mean, I always forget about that too, just the brain sap that goes fully through BKB now. It's...
Yeah,
I don't think Malrine was expecting it. Wow. That was... It was like everything was fine. He completely cut it away. He got the rune, and you roll and you die. But it ends up not being the worst. They do get Saberlight and Scam for it, but I don't know. I think Shopify feels better because the Weaver also didn't have to show up to that, right? So Clinks has to show up to this like mid fight, which ends up just being like a 2-for-2, whereas Arteezy gets the whole time to just farm, push in the wave, kind of recover his game. So everything's looking pretty good for Shopify right now.
It is, yeah. Amar, the one kind of consistent, but you know, life, death, taxes, and Amar doing well on Mars.
Top 2 net worth every game.
Yeah.
He's going.
So
he's looking like he's gonna rush Blink, which I think most games these days he just rushes his Blink rather than going for the Yules first. I think the only times that I've seen him go Yules first recently are when his mid is a hero that either has a built-in Blink, like Storm or Puck or something like that. Even like Timber to some extent, or
Yeah.
that's like pretty much the only situations. Sometimes if he's for his Faceless Void, I know he goes for it because it's the best way to guarantee a spear on him. But in this game, it's really easy to just press Blink Arena on the Weaver, the DK, even the Centaur, and just kind of get a guaranteed kill.
Yeah, their cast times are a little too long for them to really get out of it. And Falcons now going for the middle tower. Fortification is out, but there's not really many Shopify heroes in the neighborhood to stop this happening. All these creeps from snaking, plus Skitter, his skeletons. Yeah, it's just too much.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Blink Dagger
Falcons
is
are
up on
definitely securing the
defense, though.
game state. Like they're stabilizing. I think from how bad the mid lane was. Pango's game is still not that good. DK is a really, really good game, but I think Amar is one of the best players at using his laning strength on the map. Like he shows up to this mid team fight, gets 2 kills, shows up to the mid tower, takes the tower. And even though he's not kicking the Weaver out and taking the tower, I think that's kind of like a hard ask to be like, okay, Amar, kill the Weaver, kick him out of the lane. So instead, he's actually using his hero where there's easy pressure on the map.
In trouble here, but nice pushback before he goes down, setting up for the 2-man stop from Saberline. They're trying to finish off Malrine. Wait, Centaur assisting or griefing? I'm not too sure, but either way, Arteez is going to be able to finish off the kill and kill off Malrine. And now Crit's in an awkward position indeed. Skem coming across as well, just to make sure they can absolutely bring down this Tusk. And it is going to be Weaver cleaning up a not. Oh, okay, all right, I'll make him work for it. Gets his courier killed, though. Doesn't get to the low ground, and Arteezy will cut off his ex-teammate. And down to the bottom side straight away, looking to Skitter. Hello. Skem, Saberlight, they're setting up onto the Clinks. Breeze fires out onto him. Corrosive shots there. A beautiful sharpshooter just to finish the job. Kid Trap brings down Skitter. That'll be another kill going the way of Shopify Rebellion.
That was really fast. That was like, what, 4 TPs? Almost instantly, just right after killing the Tusk top. They Power Ranger all the way to bot. And really nice map
he
movement.
gripped him. He didn't even grip him on Skem. That was just straight up a read into Nightmare. Crazy.
It's the net worth lead still isn't growing that much. Like, if the game is still close, but I think, you know, 1 more kill, maybe 2 more kills for Shopify, and the game could start getting really, really awkward. And so Falcons are going to try to put a stop to that. They're going to smoke,
Scan
which
connect.
again, they have Mars Blink, but I think at best they might only get a Bane kill.
I mean, they scanned it out. They know what's going on here. Kidtrack, he's running way to the portal. They're not going to find him. Saberlight should know.
Radiant's bottom
They get nothing.
tower is under attack.
Absolutely nada. Very hopeful spear, but yeah, they scanned out just the last second there. It was a really, really good scan from Shopify Rebellion.
Yeah. I really like how Shopify is playing this game. Just like even their map movement and kind of how they're deciding to,
Bottom tower is under
like where they're placing their heroes and how fast they're moving their heroes. It's really nice. I think they are outmaneuvering Falcons on the map, which is, I think, if you outmaneuver Falcons on the map, that's like their biggest strength as a team. They've gotten Snake King 3 times now, which is pretty uncharacteristic. I would say Snake King's really good at just getting fat and not dying as a position 5. And it's one of those things that's like, it doesn't feel that bad that your pos 5's dying on the map, but every kill adds up for Shopify.
Yeah, it does. Skem's the one grabbing them as well. I wonder what item he's going to go for first. Hasn't really shown us with a quick buy just yet. You know, it could be just be something simple like Glimmer, maybe like an Aether Lens, or maybe he's feeling fruity with the start he's had and he's thinking about the Ags. We'll see. Jump in, stun down, Arena coming out. Skitter looking to set up here onto Yopaj. Yopaj, all he's got is a wand and an ulti. Nightmare lasts for about half a second, try and keep him away, but now, oh, nice grip along with the Stampede, allowing Yopaj to stand his ground a little bit as Amar's been killed off in the backlines by Arteezy. The Weaver is in, and he is getting off his damage. A blink back in from Yopaj there to give them the breathe fire to work with. Jump in, stun, damage is out. Snaking's going to go down again. Shopify Rebellion, they respond beautifully to Falcon's moves.
That was a really nice fight. And something I was going to mention right before the fight was the gold is really close between these two teams, but Shopify was actually up in total like 7 levels worth of experience between all of their heroes. And I think the biggest difference, which showed in that fight, is the supports. Like, both supports on Dire are 7. Both supports on Radiant are about to hit level 9. And even Skeeter is level 10, whereas Arteezy is level 12. So it's like all these like levels kind of matter for these damage instances, right? You see Yopaj barely lives. And the supports for Falcons just like go down so fast. Scamberloo being such a high level, he's able to just have like a really nice grip on the Pango, stop his roll. And I think this is like the tipping point, right? It's like when the game's really close, one team's ahead because of like XP or a slight amount of gold, and then they win that one team fight, the lead just shoots up. Like now they went from being up like 500, 600 gold to now they're just up 4,000 gold. And now Falcons are behind, and they know they're behind.
Yep. How do they play into that? Well, we're going to find out. Usually for this team, it's a case of hit your timings. But then also sometimes they just go when they don't hit any timings. They like to catch people off guard as well, so it's really hard to predict what Falcons are going to do in this situation. Most teams I would expect just to wait for some BKBs, wait for the game to stabilize itself in a way. But
I would say Falcons is really good at just finding random kills because they group their heroes in good parts of the map. Cool. Oh, that's 3 heroes grouped in the part of the map where there's a Weaver. And
yeah,
they get a massive kill. They can even, there's a world they consider roshing here if they want. It's a little risky, especially because when you get kills on carries, usually people like TP to try to save him and like react. And so now, like, as you can see, all Shopify is just kind of crowded in this top corner of the map. So if they rosh, there's probably just that team fight and it ends up bad. Instead, they go split up and farm because they got a free pick off on Arteezy. And now crit.
A little bit spaghetti, but well, full length sharpshooter's gonna land. That is not survivable, but Falcon's coming in. Amar's on the sidelines. He's got the blink, but he's got no arena. Already used it on the Weaver. A little bit awkward to engage upon this one, so Falcons will back themselves away.
There's also a BKB on the Dragonite already. Yopaj is massive.
Damn.
I think a lot of the DKs go the greedier Manta rush. They just go blink Manta because they want to hit this like Ags Manta 18 timing really early. But I think especially in this game versus Pango Mars, those 2 heroes are unplayable if you don't have BKB. As any hero in the game. Like Pango rolls on you and if you don't have BKB, you're stunned for 10 seconds. Mars arenas you,
you're chilling.
Effectively also stunned for like 10 seconds. So I like this BKB rush. Again, the concern for Shopify is to some extent their damage, which I like Saberlight, how he went for Veil, because it effectively amplifies their damage to be like their flat amount of damage to just be a higher number of flat amount of damage. But again, it kind of is going to break down a lot to how many fights and how easy it is for Arteezy to show up to these team fights. And especially with the Gleipnir, I think is when Shopify really wants to like turn up the speed.
Yeah, I think it's very important that pretty soon. Arteezy's not kind of, the one being started on for these engagements.
Yes. Yeah.
Kind of need to have a support playing up in front of him.
They want
this already feels a little sketch.
They want to start the fights with a blink stun on, either Saberlight or Yopaj. Like the Centaur or the DK just goes in the fight, starts it, or one of those 2 get jumped. Like basically, as long as those 2 are starting the fight or getting started on, it's really true.
I mean, here they go. They're going on the Skinner, and look at the damage coming out to him immediately. But Arteezy backs himself away because he knows that Yopaj and Scam can secure the kill for him, and that's exactly what happens. Very, very cautious there. Knows what can happen if he shows himself in the front lines like that. So I actually really like that play as they continue the aggression here onto Crit, and just behind him as well. Sablight's trying to set up onto Mar, but that's not quite going to work. So we'll just be Crit going down. Acorn Shot's going to find him. That's going to be 2 clean assassinations coming out for Shopify Rebellion.
That was a really nice play. It was Arteezy went invis and then used the Stampede slow on the Clinks. So really interesting setup. I don't think Skeeter expected that. Like that's a really weird thing to happen.
It's odd.
Just some invis Weaver Stampedes on you and slows you, and you're like, wait, what just happened? But a really nice pickoff. I think that's gonna be the Gleipnir finish for Arteezy. So pretty much now it's basically a game of kill them as much as you can without just randomly getting caught out on the side of the map. That's all Shopify needs to do. I know Arteezy got caught out that one-time top, but it ends up not really mattering too much just for the game state. And so as long as they keep just getting these like random pickoffs on the side lanes, it will keep getting more and more into their favor.
Bottom side. There's a whole flock of Falcons down here. And Kitrak is going to be the one to enter the nest. Impetus is doing
might not
damage.
be that good for them.
No, it's looking a little awkward. Get very far forward here on Crit, but Saberlight's also
Saberlight,
taking heavy hits as well. Skidder does not mess around when it comes to the damage being down. Now with the
No BKB.
God, the burning barrage tearing through them. They're out of supports. Yopaj up to the high ground. Miss on the Impetus. But they've only traded one hero for two here. And Shopify, now going to see this as a calling to get themselves back. This isn't their fight.
That was
Why did that one look so
almost really
awkward?
scary for Falcons. I think the Weaver is really far, which again is like all their damage, but the Klink's Desolator kind of chewed through the Centaur, which I don't think Shopify was expecting. Especially he has BKB. Like you expect when your Centaur has BKB for them to be really tanky hero. At the same time though, it looks like Shopify is going to take this Roche fight. They're smoked up. Roche is getting really low and there's no roll.
Hitrak comes in, Bushwhack comes down, it's going to tie up the Klinks along with the Atos.
Arteezy's in with BKB.
Roshan's so low, Arteezy, he just wants to take down the Aegis, he just wants to get
Arteezy.
Roche, he's going to do it! Arteezy, he gets the Aegis, he gets the Klinks, he gets everything! Running now after Amar as well. Amar under the cover of BKB, going to be able to get himself away, so they'll kill off the snaking on the sidelines instead.
Blink in one.
Amar on the run, blinks up.
I think they might
Yopaj
trace.
goes one way. Hey, get out the way! Get out the way, Murray! The worst place
Okay,
to
that'll be
TP,
fun,
but
that'll
it
be
does
fun.
look like Amar's going to be able to maybe get away regardless. I say that. Saberlight, he's still hunting. He's still chasing. Stun doesn't quite connect. Blink Dagger available, and Amar will get himself back. Oh, I mean, that was just a messy, messy fight. Falcons not securing their Roche there at all. Arteezy just coming in, getting that Aegis, and then being able to take down the Klinks as well.
That was a pretty greedy Roche because they used everything right in the fight. They used the arena. I think they used the Amar BKB in the initial fight. I'm not sure, but I know they used roll as well.
They used
And
roll,
so
yeah. That's a big
It
one.
was this really awkward where it's like Shopify is respawning because they didn't Roche fast enough. And it ends up being really bad for them. Arteezy also ended up doing BKB instead of the Gleipnir. I think he realized that his whole team is basically stuns. Like all 4 heroes on his team are stuns.
Yeah.
So you basically just don't want to die, right? Like you just need to pump the damage out in the fights. Oh no!
Ooh, very quick from Amar, but Yopaj still chasing now. And now
grip.
Grip's coming. Wait, what? Scam from the sidelines. Okay. That'll be enough to bring him down. Why was Scam? All right, you know what? This is just...
Beast mode.
It's just he's just playing some Bane.
And now he's setting up top. He's going to look for the Klinks to push the lane out. And Crit doesn't have
Might find
dagger.
him.
So if they can't catch Skeeter,
It's a little awkward. Scam can't approach.
it's a little weird. He doesn't want to walk randomly into the Klinks and die.
No, he does not. That would not be good. Kitrak on his way very quickly to Gleipnir. Weaver on his way pretty quickly to Gleipnir.
Everyone's buying Gleipnir.
Everybody. The trend.
Kitrak's going to have his. Teasy's going to have his. Have you ever played versus 3 Gleipnirs? It's not that fun.
I don't think I have, and I don't think I want to.
It's not that fun. You just see the lightning, and then you see another one, and then you see a third. It's pretty painful. Thankfully, in this game, it's only 2 for Shopify so far.
Yopaj might be caught out here. There's a lot of heroes, but is Yopaj really the target they want to go for? He's got the BKB, but not quick enough on the fingers. And now the chain stuns coming in thick and fast. There's the BKB, there's the Dragon Form. Arteezy's
have the
behind him as well,
damage.
backing him up. And there is no damage coming out from Skidder onto this DK. Yopaj is a big, big boy, and look at Arteezy just blasting in the hits from the sidelines. Oh my god,
Nice
Crit. It's
stomp.
got now beautiful stomp from Tattoo from Saberlight. The arena comes down, but the BKB's in response. They just want to keep on chasing Amar. Running, but he is running out of places to run to, and Skem's going to take him down once again. These brain snaps going to work. Double kill for the Bane as they get on top of Snaking as well. Stun, double edge, bye-bye Snaking. Enchantress is down. 24 kills, 10k gold advantage. Shopify Rebellion are destroying Falcons at the moment.
Shopify's back.
Let's not carry it away. But yes, in this
Shopify's
game,
back.
they're looking damn good.
I mean, they jumped Yopaj. I think when DK is, 5,000 net worth above your highest hero, you should just never jump him.
It's a good rule.
But biggest thing was they basically didn't have the Klinks in the initial jump for damage. If Klinks is staying like on top of DK and then the Tusk blinks in, presses tag team, punches him, and then like Mars follows up, he's gonna die. Because he will die to this Klinks damage. But the issue is Klinks literally hit him 0 times on that jump. And so they don't have like damage. The second that DK gets BKB off, if he's not low, like low, he's just gonna turn the fight. And also Maureen, I think, is in this really awkward position as Pangolier in this game where he doesn't really have the damage or the HP to kind of like play this like pokey fight that Pangos normally want to do. You don't normally want to just pop your roll and just go in instantly. You know, you want to get press like swash once or twice. You maybe want a defusal, press shield crash, but he can't. There's so much damage on
round 2. Jumping onto Yopaj. This time, is it going to be any better? Well, no, because Sablelight's jumping to the back lines. 2-man stomp. The arena is down, but the BKBs are out. So they don't really give a damn. They're trying to finish off Skinner here. Skinner with a full staff away, and the arena might just protect him. I don't know though. They're on the case, and they're going to connect with a breathe fire. And now Arteezy's going to look for crit as well. In the backline, Snaking has brought down Kitrak. He's fighting up all by himself, but he's not going to last long. Bambi, just like his mother, is going to get killed. And unfortunately, Arteezy did not connect onto crit. Crit gets away, thankfully. But all in all, another good fight for Shopify Rebellion. And strangely, the jump of the DK's play didn't work. But this time, it was kind of more of a bait from Shopify Rebellion. Saberlight was ready to respond with the Blink Stomp.
Third time's the charm, though. The next jump on DK will
next time, Yopaj is so dead.
Top tower has fallen.
Yopaj, I think, gets powered up by this all chat. You know, C player, there's a little all chat on those servers. There's a little flame. He gets called rank 100 mid. He has to lock in. And locked in, he has 3-0-19.
He's fueled by rage. He might look like a sweet man, but
bad.
On the inside, he's bad.
Yeah, Shopify, very dominant position. I think for Falcons, they need to find, I think, Weaver without Aegis, because Weaver does die to this like random chainstone on the side. Like both of these jumps on the DK would have killed the Weaver if Weaver was the target. It's like how do you find him when the heroes in front are going to be a Centaur with 3,000 HP and a BKB and a Shiva's, a DK with 3,000 HP and a BKB, and if you go on either of them, you're going to get nightmared, or they're going to get nightmared by the Bane. Your Pengu's going to get gripped, and the other one's going to stun your backline so that you don't kill their friend. And so I think Falcons really need to just split the map and stop trying to take team fights. And they need to pick off. They need to abuse like the Clinks shoving out lanes, and basically just need to, I don't know how to describe it besides just like play the map better than Shopify. Like don't get picked off and pick them off.
Hear me out. They could also run at Yopaj again.
They could. They could do it the third time. Yeah. There's a chance that Yopaj blinks into the fountain and they'll kill him there.
That's true.
So they could try that.
Always a risk. Yeah.
Yeah. Like sometimes, you know, your computer just breaks and your mouse just like randomly flies and
the last input
you run down mid.
Was a fountain click. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it happens in those games.
Very common. Yeah, very common. Happens to everyone, you know.
Well, they managed to find Arteezy. This is a much better target. He doesn't have a BKB. He needs some help, but he's not going to get it. Arteezy's gone down, but as has crit. Not a great trade so far for Shopify Rebellion. Yopaj trying to stand his ground on the front lines. He's got this Aghanim Scepter. He's scary, but so is the Enchantress, apparently, trying to take him down there.
DK illusion.
Yeah, DK illusion plus the impetuses. I mean, Saberlight's trying to come in. They've got the grip onto Maureen as well. That one's going to be interrupted by Amar, but Amar, did he give his life for this one? Might well have done. He's low, but not low enough. Spear pushes back Saberlight. Saberlight going for the TP back to base. He's going to make it out okay. It will just be a trade. A very bad one for Shopify Rebellion, but they get out with 4 of their heroes intact.
Well, that's really good. Like a 1-for-1 trade. You killed the enemy carry. It could have been really bad. Oh, Amar!
Jeez, that was really close. If that breathe fire landed, he might have been in some trouble. That stuff cooks at this level.
There was also a stun that he dodged with the blink just barely. I mean, it's like that. That's like one of the best things you can ask for. You just delay the game, right? Anytime you're behind, usually delaying the game and like getting random kills like here and there are really, really nice. Just because you get more gold when you're behind, you get more XP. So, nice for Falcons to get this pick off. I think, again, the fight was purely because they got the jump on RCC, right? Like, that's all that you need. The thing is like, it sounds so simple. You're like, guys, just jump the Weaver. But I think usually when your game state is just do this as like a sentence, that thing is so much harder than the sentence makes it seem. Like if you're like, guys, just kill Weaver. Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
okay,
just so
let me
happened
go
that
find this
Skim was
guy.
out of range for the Nightmare. Just so happened that, the team weren't quite behind him at the time. The
They
one
got like
situation.
the perfect stuns. Everything like lines up.
Yeah.
And that happens. It's maybe it won't happen again. Maybe Arteezy will just never show again. And just let the Dragonite and the Centaur just start every single fight for him. So Falcons actually sees the Weaver top and they're pinging him out. And so I think they might try to either smoke onto the Weaver connecting, like they might think he's going to run towards this mid wave and try to jump him, or they're going to just try to take a fight bot lane. It looks like they're going to try to kill mid. No.
Interesting. Well, lane's kind of pushed in, but Arteezy, he's not interested in.
Yeah, he's just going to TP bot.
either. Smoke up from the Falcons.
Dire are scanning.
I mean, Shopify should know that this is coming, and yeah, both teams literally just pinging right on each other.
Yep. It's a Roche fight, right? Anytime there's a Roche fight, you smoke not to like hide it. It's just to hide your initiators, that they always get their blinks off pretty much.
I'm pretty surprised that Arteezy's the one hiding in the trees ready to pop it rather than Sableye, but I guess they feel like they need the follow-up from the Centaur.
Yeah, he probably feels more confident. Crit like also knew exactly where the Weaver was. Like I think he knew it was the Weaver. He pops the
develops
dust and the
yeah.
shards on him.
That's unhinged. No, this man played with Arteezy for many, many years.
Knows what's happening. All right.
In his head.
Roshan, they are Roshing on Shopify. This is the reverse of the first Roche. Last time Falcons was doing it, Shopify contested. So we'll see if it goes the other way. Skemberlu.
They have managed to find a great pickup to start this off. Skem has gone down. He's got a buyback available. He's going to use it and TP in to the outpost. They do. Both supports in a terrible position here, but they're going to jump in. Two-man stun onto Skinner, onto Crit. Skinner gets on the BKB though and looks to the turnaround, but he needs to reposition himself first. It's very difficult against this big dragon. They've taken down Snaky, a buyback from him. Skim going to go on backlines, but he gets controlled up by the arena, but it's not a fantastic arena as Skinner just gets torn down by all these calls from Shopify Rebellion. Where is his help? Where is his team? They're lying dead on the floor. Two dead, two bought back. Arena onto Skem, just not really what you're looking for in that engagement.
They get the Bane very start of the fight, but I think specifically the Dragonite, the Centaur are just, even the Weaver are kind of getting to this tanky point where when they click their BKBs, they literally can just right click the Falcons heroes and just take their hands off the keyboard, and eventually they're gonna die. Like if you watch Skater perspective, it's like a horror movie in that fight. He's just running. He BKB dodges the stun.
He's just running.
And then he runs. And the entire time, there's just a dragon and a giant bug chasing him. And there's nothing he can do. He just knows the second his BKB's out, he's going to get Gleipnired and killed.
They're doing everything they can to try and help him live. I mean, yeah, like the arena had to come into the back lines to stop the. Oh, okay, we've got a bit of a play coming on down here as Kidtrack's being caught out a little bit, but the Scurry might keep him alive a little bit longer. Nightmare as well. It's cute, and it might just be enough. And now with the Gleipnir setup, oh, beautiful plays coming out from Skem and Kidtrack. And well, Skinner's going to put an end to the shenanigans here as he does kill off the Hoodwink, but he's just going to die himself. That's not worth it. I mean, that's not worth it at all. Falcons, what was that?
Really nice Nightmare from the Bane.
Incredible. Honestly, the two play there from God.
The Glimmer Cape, and then they dropped the Sentry, but it was like too late because they already had disjointed the impetus hit.
I like really how Skinner committed to that kill as well. You know, it's like would have been super embarrassing if the Hoodwink survived. So,
guys, we 3-man ganked him and we all died. You know that's what it was. It wasn't him dying to kill the Hoodwink. It was just a team fight.
Yep.
It's a 3-for-1 team fight. And now I think Yopaj can just siege. He has Manta, he's Ags finished, he's level 20. So
he's by himself at the middle lane, just sieging the tier 3 tile. The rest of his team were off taking Tormentor. There's
nothing they can do to Dragon. There's no Clinks. Clinks is their only real damage. So anytime that he's dead or he shows in the fight, or honestly, even if he doesn't have BKB, the Dragonite's free to do anything. You could probably just go throw him if he wanted to.
Damn. That's severe. Falcons, I mean, we've seen them come back from some games like this, but honestly, this one's feeling. Those G's might be dropping the next thing, which no, in all chats. I
hope Radiant all chats rank 100 mid or something. But I think that they literally don't even know that happened. I feel like if we can't even ask them a question about it because they'll be like,
Well, we
what
did
they
see a
opt out?
response. They did reply to each other, so there's definitely someone. There's Snaking's getting blasted right now. Oh, Amari tries to jump in and get off the arena, but he's just gonna die.
Didn't get
Caught in the
his BKB
bushwork.
off.
That's just unfortunate. Now the grip comes down onto Malrine as well. Malrine does get released, and now
Nice
the buyback arena comes on through, but the BKBs are all just flying right now. It's gonna be able to allow Shopify to back themselves up, but they are backing out. For now, it'll just be 1.5 racks. Approximately 50% of Falcons barracks have been taken.
50%. It's like 60%. The melee racks got taken.
Okay.
Do you value the melee racks?
more.
I value melee racks what, like 2 times as much as a ranged?
Okay. Well, then it's like, yeah, more than 50.
Yeah, more than 50. It's
All right,
like-
I'll watch my maths next time.
It's okay. You know, we got NA math over here for the NA team.
Gotta respect it. Yeah, that one was, I mean, I don't think you can call it a win for Falcons. They did lose a lot of their base, but hey, at least they repelled Shopify Rebellion for now. But I
didn't
feel like they're
lose.
just going to regroup and come back again. Yeah, they held on for maybe one more push, but with a minute left in this Aegis, I don't know, Arteezy's making moves towards the top side.
Yeah, there's Dragon Form in 20 seconds. BKB. I mean, Shopify has nothing really stopping them. They can just go. It's all up to Falcons to kind of figure out the solution to this game, which Amar has Hex, I believe. He's going to just finish his Hex like right now, which I don't know.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I guess their problem is chain stun. Like, they don't have enough chain stun to kill the guy before BKB, but it also just doesn't even feel like you could stun this
doesn't have
DK
enough
for
money for the
15,
Hex.
20 seconds. Is he going to do anything?
Yeah, not the DK. Maybe Arteezy. Arteezy, though,
Oh.
pops a BKB and just immediately takes down Malrini. Tries to roll in, but just gets absolutely obliterated. Another look towards Crit as well. Crit's going to get taken on down here. Ramar, he's in deep. He's got the BKB. Arena available. Doesn't want to use it. They're just trying to back themselves away, and they want to try and go for one more fight. But with Pango in the grave, 60 seconds, I'm not sure you're going to get it. Yopaj looking at the buildings. Fortification comes down. Yopaj, he's clicking on tier 4s right now. Knock, knock. Any buybacks available? Answer is, of course, no. Now, oh. The only thing that's stopping them is Yopaj's own illusion. And now the
There's the
arena comes
arena.
down. They do manage to catch out the Weaver. The Weaver without an Aegis
No,
could be in
ult.
trouble. The Nightmare comes through. The Skinner goes down. And GG is
ult.
called. Shopify Rebellion. They might not be out of this one yet.
Way.
All right, let's get into it. Game number 2 here of Shopify Rebellion versus Team Falcons. Game number 1, of course, Shopify Rebellion were able to take the surprise win over the dominant Team Falcons. But a great game to start them off. Can they follow their success in game number 2? Or will be Falcons returning to form and punishing Shopify Rebellion for daring to take a game off them in the second match? That is what we're going to find out. Of course, Falcons looking pretty good right now, sitting on the top of the group. Shopify Rebellion edging dangerously close to the bottom of the group. So a double win here, a 2-0, would be pivotal in getting them to a safer position in this tournament and getting them out of those group stages.
Yep.
No.
This is a really big match, I would say, for at least for Shopify. For Falcons, I think they're guaranteed right through, I would say, because that was their
Guaranteed
first
through.
loss.
I just don't know if they're guaranteed upper bracket yet.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously for them they want to be upper bracket, but I would say the difference between upper and lower is much smaller than being eliminated and not being eliminated. So Shopify has a lot more to kind of gain / lose for this series. Whether or not that kind of plays into it is, you know, it's hard to say. Some players play better with more pressure, some play better with less. In this game, I think for Shopify, at least gameplay-wise, they need to be
battle begins.
pretty high pressure in terms of this death profit. And I really think that if they don't take probably the mid tower in the first, like, it's hard, right? Because they want to take the mid tower really early with death profit, but I don't know if they can versus sniper. Just innately how the hero works, right? He gets shrapnel, he presses it on the tower, presses it on the wave just dies. And so I think if they get this tower pre 10 minutes, I think Shopify is just in a really good position in the game to just kind of win the game off of that.
There's also a super good block from Malrine as well to start off this
Yeah.
lane, so that's going to cause issues for Yopaj, honestly.
I think if they don't take this mid lane tower in the first 10 minutes, they have to have taken the safe lane tower at least and be pressuring the map to some extent. But if the game's just really slow with nothing crazy happening, I think Falcons is in a nice drafting position.
Yeah, the backswing on the DP is going to... that wasn't an ideal script. So I'm
range.
going to lose 2 range creeps for that one. Yeah, the backswing for DP is really punishing against the 0 backswing of Sniper. It makes it kind of hard to secure CS against him. Yeah, pretty much. But, I mean, so far so good. 5-2 versus 5-2. Just the range creep difference, which is going to come into play when it comes to the gold. Meanwhile, Lamar getting Venomous Galed up down to the bottom side. Luna going to be able to follow up with a decent amount of damage. Lucent Beam coming down. Just
Both these Scythens are pretty chill for both sides. I think bot lane, if Amar doesn't die at this level 2 timing, he's just never going to die in this lane. I think, if anything, Arteezy is the one in pressure, with Amar just like committing on him really hard. But he goes passive, so this lane should be pretty boring. And top lane is 2 strength heroes with 1,000,000 HP. Just going to sit there. And so there shouldn't really be much just activity in the 2v2s. I think it's a lot of probably one of the 5s doing a gate play, like snaking gating behind Luna bot, or maybe the Veno gating behind the Dragonite top, but that one's a little worse, I would say. Just because it's like you're ganking a Dragonite and then he might not even die to being galed because the Centaur might not be strong enough.
Yeah.
So I would be scarier for Luna. Like that's what I think is the scary one. Like snaking just going through. If he presses Nightmare on the Luna, Luna dies. Because the Veno won't have the Plague Wards early enough to like take off Nightmare at this like 4-minute mark. Because usually they go, I think like 0 or 1-2-0, if I'm not mistaken, like 2 points in Poison Sting.
Okay, yeah. So no little buddies till later on for the Plague Ward. Be an issue. Mid, Malreen's doing relatively decent. Starting to get a bit of a lead here, which I imagine will start to increase over time. Although Yopaj has been able to kind of control up the lane aggro a little bit better. Gotta be careful though. Shrapnel comes down. Oh, he's using it defensively. He thought that Yopaj was going to commit with the Spirit Siphon, but Yopaj is chilling. I mean, it was a good call. He had a Water Rune and a Fairy Fire available. So for Yopaj to dive there wasn't completely inconceivable.
Yeah. Are you enjoying Sniper in every game? Or are you not a Sniper
yeah, it's
fan?
great. It's great. I mean, he just kind of does his thing. He's not really part of the game, is he?
No. I mean, I thought Sniper was really cool when I think it was like Topps was first playing it and he was rushing the Ags like a month ago.
The Assassinate build, yeah.
Yeah, and like you go like Ags and Conda and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, like this is cool. Like he farms close to his team. He assassinates for like 1,000 damage. I thought that was pretty interactive. And then now it is you shrapnel your camp close to the wave and you stack it every minute. And then you just buy Dragonlance and then you just hit them.
Gameplay.
It's not as fun. This stacking thing mid
not.
has gotten crazy.
Yeah, I mean, who are the heroes which abuse it the most, right? It's like kind of Coddle, Leshrac, Sniper.
Malreen started with Puck, whereas he just orbs the camp every minute.
Yeah.
And stacks it.
Yeah, I think they, I don't know, do you think these camps need to be positioned further away? But like, how much further can you get? They're already pretty far away from mid lane.
It's hard. It's hard. Imagine just being like, oh yeah, just remove the camp from the game.
It just doesn't move. Unstackable.
Yeah. Make it a small camp again.
True.
I don't know if that'd be better or worse to be.
I don't know, because you can kill them so easily. It's a problem. Like one shrapnel and the small camp's dead. Much less commitment. Kidtrack going for the double stack in the triangle. There's one way you can always edge out a bit of efficiency over another team, and Luna's always going to appreciate those stacks, but you can already see Arteezy kind of being chased off the lane now. Even to the trees, risky move against Timbersaw. Moving away from crit, more importantly. He gets galed up, stung up as well.
I'm honestly interested to see how much impact crit has in this game. I know he plays Win. I just haven't really watched too many games of the Win pause 4. I don't know.
Damage out onto Snaking. Oh, the Nightmare. Is it going to save him? He steals a Nightmare to allow Saberlight to get off the Stomp, get off the double edge, and that'll be your first blood. Bane goes down up in the top lane.
Nicely played. Saberlight has been playing Centaur. I feel like every game this tournament I've watched Shopify, he's like Centaur. So
He's loving
warmed
it.
up on the hero. He's enjoying it. I'm curious as to see what his item build is. So low.
Oh,
He really likes his Veil.
does.
More so than Blade Mail. A lot of other players just go Blade Mail and they just farm for their blink with the Blade Mail and just like controlling their like offlane area of the map. He likes going for Veil and Yopaj mid.
He's going pretty deep right now, and they'll get him the kill into Snaking. Marine and Crit backing themselves off from this one. An attempt was made, but not successful.
It's really close. They like barely didn't have enough damage to kill the Death Prophet before he started getting siphons off. But the big thing about goes like that on Death Prophet are when you force him to pop ult, he TP's top actually with the
TP
ult
to
on
the top
Skeeter.
lane. This could be huge. Yes,
Wait, can't
Skitter's
he
going to be
just
the
TP
target. Kitrak roaming across from the sidelines as well. Bushwhack is available. It has to land, and it will. And that's going to give them the damage they need to bring down Skitter. Beautiful movements from Yopaj.
That's really big. So the worry is that you force this Death Prophet to press ult. She gets like a kill and a support, and then now she's completely useless. She can't pressure. She doesn't do anything. She can't gank. But the fact is that he TP's top now. He uses his ult to get another kill, and it's actually a win.
It's huge, yeah.
They turned Yopaj getting ganked and almost dying into 2 kills back to back. Really big for Shopify in this early game.
Kitrak's trying to do something, but a little bit too late to help out. Was away getting that all important wisdom rune. So they were like finally punished for hanging out in lane for like 10% HP for the last 5 minutes.
Does go
But yeah,
down.
I mean, this is all space for Arteezy as well. That's the thing.
And we've seen what a Luna can do with free farm. We watched Ame earlier.
Yeah.
Just have a completely amazing game on the Luna.
Not off
But-
to quite the same start just yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, they're actually losing this lane to the Timbersaw, which
Yeah.
is not too surprising, I would say, just based on, I think that Luna's not that strong of a laner. And I think that Timbersaw is obviously a really strong laner. Especially when the Luna pos 5 is Veno. I think if this lane was like Crystal Maiden Luna, that's when it gets way harder for the Timbersaw. Because you like Frostbite into Lucent Beams and he just keeps taking poke damage and he's always half. But the Veno, I think we're just getting constantly poked by crit. And now the Veno's going to go down.
Here's
Nice
the-
rotation by Skeeter.
He's gone. This kill should lead them into a tower here on the bottom side. I mean, it always happens eventually with a Venomancer. He tries to just set up some plague wards or just throw out a couple of poisons behind the
They
tower.
actually want to defend it on Shopify.
They
They're
are
two-man
coming,
smoking.
yeah.
This could
Let's
be
see.
a really good fight. If they get this Timbersaw kill, it's going to be a lot of golden XP going their way. Even Skeeter is worth it just to take
Skitter's
down
going to be
enemy
that
carry.
target. Yeah, absolutely. They're thrown in with the Spirit Siphon. Haven't quite got in with the Exorcism just yet. I mean, Amar is nearby, and they do see him. He's running away. The damage is thrown to Skitter. Kitrak gets that kill. Amar just hanging around on the sidelines, not looking to commit to save his buddy, but the rest of the team are coming over.
Nice
and that's a
shackle.
beautiful shackle coming out from Crit. The follow-up, though, it's not there. The Stampede comes in. Arteezy's able to get himself away. Shopify still losing nothing other than their tower right now.
That was a really nice shackle. And the move, I would say it ends up not being that worth. They lose their tower anyway. They bring all their heroes. They get 1 kill. And Luna doesn't really get to farm the whole time. Like, sure, yeah, you get Skeeter. His game is now pretty bad. He's died twice now. But he's not really the biggest like win condition for that team. Like, I would say it's more so Sniper's like their number 1. Like, this guy was last picked, right? He's 24 picked. He's gonna have a really good game. He'll do a lot of the damage in the fights, carry them, and then you have a Timbersaw. So Skeeter, just get your blink, press blink stun, show up to the fights, like you're fine.
Yeah.
He has a very low responsibility pool this game, which means that these deaths on him don't really hurt that much as long as like Amar's not dying and Maureen's not dying in the ganks.
Yeah, they certainly haven't been so far. Skitter happy to be the sacrificial lamb despite being the carry player of the team, but again, like flexibility of Falcons, it extends not just from the draft, but throughout the game as well. It's the thing which Amar has always been bringing to Pro Dota for such a long time now. Happy to step up and be that rich damage dealer on the front lines. If you need him to be.
Oh no, Skem got a hurricane. That creep. is the funniest thing when it just randomly hurricanes some guy into you or away from you.
Yeah. It's so silly.
Fun. I thought it says it's like it only works when there's 3 heroes, but there's only 2. I feel like sometimes creeps just cast spells for fun.
And like, I'm not sure if it was patch notes or something. It said like, oh, it'll only push you like away from enemies or something, and that's not true.
That would definitely directly towards Amar.
Yeah, as usual. It's an evil pigeon, that's for sure.
Snaking smoked up. I think he smoked with Maureen, but there wasn't really a kill to be had, so Maureen just hit the jungle. I would say that this game's going to be quiet. It's not going to be as action-packed as the last game. There's no Weaver to be running around making kills. And Falcons, I would say, is usually a pretty aggressive and active team. Like, they want to keep trying to look for kills. You know, in the last game, they pretty much just kept running at them and losing the fights. But they kept forcing the fights because that's how they kind of want to play. And this game, they don't really have a good way to force fights until the Skeeter Blink Dagger. And even then, I'm not expecting him to be this psycho constantly running fights. Like, he's still gonna try to carry and try to farm and play the game.
Yeah.
And he won't just ruin his own game for fun. So for them, it's more of a, you know, slow the game down, defend your towers from the Death Prophet, don't get picked off by some random smokes like snaking.
Is doing here. Yeah. Maureen's here though, as it's crit, as it's a mark.
Nice.
I mean, there's a big force from the side of Falcons ready to fight back here. Shackle does land, but doesn't really achieve a whole lot. And with the Stampede, Shopify once again, just get the kill, get out. That is a plan. They know that unless the initial initiation is onto Maureen, then it's very hard for them to stand and fight into the 5-man squad of Falcons. And Falcons know that, and they're going to start dealing some real damage to this tier 1 tower in the middle lane, and it will fall.
It's really nice that it was kind of a bad result for Falcons. The fact they TP the Dragon Knight mid and they don't really get anything out of it. They had like 4 heroes there, all 3 cores there. So they turn it into a tower push, which is one of the things that when all your heroes end up grouped together, if you get an objective really fast, it kind of makes it so that map play doesn't feel as bad as it normally would. It's another jumping Kitra.
He might just be dead. Tries to get away with the sharpshooter, but the assassinate comes back his way. And yeah, Chris just kind of messing with Saberlight and with Yopaj on the sidelines. So he's going to try and TP out. Is successful in doing so. Snaking can't quite connect there. Yopaj, the little piggy, running down the middle lane. I mean, this guy is fast, but Skitter is faster. Closes the gap. Skem trying to help out. Throws down the ultimate. Throws down the right clicks, the poisons. I mean, it's going to spread to just about everybody. Needs to be a little bit careful here on Falcons, but Snaking coming in, trying to get the ultimate, doesn't quite connect onto Yopaj. Yopaj is going to have those heals coming back to him soon as well. And the Falcons will be left empty-handed.
The way Crit started that fight, he just ran up the high ground blind into the Death Prophet Timber, and then he pressed Winter and it just ran away.
Just Windrunner things. We're starting to see why he likes the hero so much, I guess.
Yeah.
Little
He is level
now,
5,
though. I mean, they're going to go into Yopaj. He has no ultimate. He's got Spirit Siphons. He's got a Stampede to get himself to safety. The Assassinate comes through. Doesn't finish the job, though. Again, just another Spirit Siphon. Skinner just keeps going in and out with these Spirit Siphons.
1 second.
Blink Dagger going to be available. Blinks over Yopaj. Doesn't matter, though. Still closes the gap. Mars here to finish the job. And Yopaj will go down. Now Kit Track's going to be the next target. Can he get the Wisdom Rune? He gets it. He can die happy.
Did Falcons get both of their Wisdom Runes stolen? I feel like Crit is such a low level. Like he just hit 6 off of those kills.
And it's still there.
No, he took the 7-minute one.
Oh, right, the 7-minute one.
The 7-minute one, yeah. Crit took the 7-minute one. So I guess just not having the greatest game in terms of XP. But
what's Scam and Snaking doing here? He's actually got a blood grenade which he's thrown at Snaking. I don't know what this attempt is, but he's making space for Arteezy to come through. Okay, should just be a kill here. Jesus! Okay.
Got him.
Yep, kill secured.
Dead.
Certainly is. Eclipse used, but I mean, it's a Lunar at 50 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Probably have it by the time you get 4 points of Lucent Beam again.
A lot of these carries, just heroes in general, you kind of want to click your ult just to get any kill. For a couple reasons. One is like, each kill matters a lot, just for map, for gold, for everything. But also, you know, you don't really have the responsibility. You're like, guys, no Eclipse. I can farm.
I was just about to make
You have an
it.
excuse.
Yeah.
It creeps. You know, you void, you chrono like the pause 5 CM, and then you're like, oh, sorry guys, I can't team fight. I guess I have to queue up a Midas. Sorry, I have to farm.
Yeah. The classic. That's why you always got to play carries with like nice big cooldowns.
Yep.
Dire are scared.
Interesting that they're going for the steal here onto the Ancients on Shopify, but I mean, Falcons aren't going to know about it. Ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. Scam sleeping in the river.
Didn't place the Plague Warden. He's just dead though?
Oh, he's dead actually. Yeah.
That was a very aggressive, just like walking up.
Oh,
I think
hold
anytime
on.
you walk
Snaking's
up with no
found another,
vision-
and he's got the Fiend's Grip
This is
available. This is
Yopaj.
just Yopaj dead. Yeah, he's gone. Malrine getting the double kill. Snaking setting up for 2 in a row for his sniper.
Dire's
That
bottom
I
is-
feel like that was so just casual. Like
Yeah.
they're playing around these power runes in the mid with no vision on the side of Shopify, and they're just walking to a ward. And they just randomly
Turn
die.
kill though onto Crit.
Nice.
Saberlight's just going to use this Stampede to try and get them both away, but not going to be able to do so. Skidder finds him in the trees, stuns out, and Saberlight will drop eventually.
Radiant's middle tower
He is
under
blinking
attack.
one.
Oh, hold. Malaya?
He blinked up. They know he
well-
blinked up.
Yeah. He's got nowhere to go. He's got no TP, so it's just a case of wasting time at this point. You can't get through that gate, my friend. That is not allowed for you, and Amar's here to deal the real damage. Welling Death is in, and Saberlight will fall.
That was really bad for Shopify.
Dire's
All those deaths, just like
Mm-hmm.
random. Like I call it just very casual because it doesn't feel like they weren't making a move. They weren't just like holding an area on the map. They just like randomly just died one by one. And those are kind of the worst deaths. I would say Saberlight's the least bad because he made an aggressive move. They got a kill on crit, and then he was running towards the enemy base, which is like, you know,
Yeah,
wasting
Dragon Carrier's
time,
back.
pulling them away from doing anything aggressive to your team. And so now it just starts getting good and or bad. If
Oh,
they get
hold on.
Malrine here because he's
Malrine.
under a ward,
This is a huge target here, and they will be able to bring him down. Beautiful bushwhack coming in from Kid Track. Nice setup there from Arteezy. No response from Falcons right now. They don't want to fight without their damage, without Malrine. Now, does this result in a tier 1 tower as well for Shopify? I feel like it should, considering how Arteezy's positioned right now.
middle tower is under attack.
this tower should just go down for free. I mean, Falcons doesn't even really want to defend it.
Nah.
They can just play the map on Falcons, and they don't really have a good teamfight timing. Like, they don't have any teamfight heroes. I'd say Shopify is a much easier like way to execute teamfights. It's Centaur, you blink in, Death Prophet, you press ult, Luna, you walk in, and they just kind of like all enter the fight and go. Whereas Falcons, I feel like is more, you have to stun a guy and burst him. Like Dragon Knight's gonna stun, Timber will click his spells, Sniper will click his spells. If that guy dies, you reset, then wait till next deke is done. If he doesn't, you know, hope it's fine.
Okay. That sounds like a good plan.
It's pretty much you just need to let Malrine hit. You know, if this guy gets to hit
Yeah,
like
that's-
10, 15 seconds in the fight, he will kill things. The hero is really strong, especially if he finishes Pike or Mjolnir. That's when you start getting into this like very
Dire's bottom
nice,
tower is under attack.
strong phase of the hero.
Yeah, definitely is even being scared all the way back into his base by an illusion there. It's quite a reaction. He saw one lunar illusion and just went back onto the high ground and is just sitting there.
Dire's
So
bottom tower has fallen.
controlled, I guess.
All right, Luna's
No.
finishing BKB. I think that for Shopify, they
would-
can try to look
they'll
towards
take
Roche.
this. Although Skidder coming in response. They want to fight this one on Falcons. I mean, they don't have their sniper, but they don't seem to care. Saberlight's already dead. Poison out onto the DK. He's going for the TP away. Eclipse coming through. Lucid Beam. It's not there in time. Crit moving to the sidelines. Surely they can get at least the Wind Ranger here, and looks like they will be able to do exactly that. Lucid Beam comes through. Snaking's nearby.
Unless-
Helping out the Wind Ranger. Bushwhack doesn't connect. Crit on the run. Turn around. Grip. But used up by Yopaj. Yopaj ready with the Exorcism. Doesn't want to use it just for a support though. Crit still running away on the sideline. Skem trying to get out the damage. Focus Fire comes out onto Skem, but Skem maybe finish the job here. The illusion does it. And now Amar sees the opportunity onto Skem with Assassinate coming through as well. The sniper has finally arrived and Skem is dead. But Arteezy sees the sniper,
Maureen
gets on top of him, but Skid is here to help out as well. Maureen's going to stand his ground. The BKB's there from the Luna. Luna takes him down. Arteezy's a king. And now they turn around and look towards the DK. DK's gone as well. Amar does find the backup kill on the backlines, but now he needs to get himself out. Yopaj and Saberlight giving chase. Blink Dagger not available for another 5 seconds for the Centaur Warrunner. And it looks like Amar might just be able to get out of this one, but still a very, very good fight for the side of Shopify Rebellion.
Wow. That was... Maureen's so close to his pike. If he has pike there, I don't think he can die to the Luna, but Luna just walks into him. And just
pretty much.
shreds him. Just 100-0 from full health. And what a weird fight. I think Falcons had multiple opportunities to kind of get out. Like, Skeeter TP'd out. I think they could have just sacrificed crit on the wind and gone out completely, but then Snaking runs in, tries to save his friend, wastes grip instantly, gets canceled, then he dies, then Wind dies, and then now the DK comes back into the fight and then ends up dying.
Yeah.
I think that's one of those situations you just say, so, thank you, crit. Or, you know,
Thank you, Crit, my beloved.
thank you, crit.
Yeah. This is a problem. This is why they were so good at the start of the season, as we do have a Tormented Death. And now, you know, they're starting to fade away because they're starting to care about each other. They're becoming friends, Gunnar.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be friends with your teammates because that means it's even harder to let them die.
Sometimes you just gotta be like, in the game, just be like, you're not my friend, and then you just walk away. Just watch them suffer. It would have been the best for them. You know, it's the best.
It would have been the best for everyone. Well, not Shopify, but there you go.
And now, 4K gold for Shopify. I think the biggest thing for them now is they want to get Roche. They have Death Prophet and Luna, so Roche into just like really nice high ground sieges is the goal. Obviously, Falcons does have Sniper, which is, you know, one of those heroes that is anti-high ground push. But even just Roche to take these tier 2 towers and kind of constantly force the Sniper to be in base is just really nice. You see Shopify is already angling all of their heroes towards bot. And so they'll probably just walk in a Roche sometime soon. I think they're using this as a
mass smoke
bait, though. Like, they're using the idea that Falcon's going to say, guys, they're Roshing to try to kind of catch Amar off guard.
It's a huge target if they bring him down, but Amar's
If he
very
TP's out,
tanky
though,
indeed.
this will be so sad for Shopify.
Let's see. Amar, is he going to go for one more wave? Yopaj going to cut that wave off. And that's probably enough to alert Falcons the fact that they're probably not doing Roche anymore. And look at this wraparound from Falcons. This is kind of crazy. Wait, they're going to catch out Snaking. It's a great first target here. If they bring him down, that's going to be no clip. So they also find Crit on the backlines as well. Crit's going to go down. They look over towards Skidder. They found Maureen. Saberlight gets upon him. There comes the Pike to force him away, but Saberlight just inevitably keeps on running him down. The stun is there. The damage is in, and Maureen, he's in a whole world of hurt. And this time, no one's coming back to save him. Blink away from Skidder wants nothing to do with this one. The gank, it takes a while, but it is successful.
That was the strangest bat movement. They like all smoked through the gate, and then Falcons like re-smoked into their tri-camp. I think expecting like solo heroes to be pushing waves. I think everyone just kind of read the map in a different way, like both teams.
Yeah.
Falcons thought they were Roshing, and then Shopify thought that Amar would walk to the right, but he was walking left to bait first team smoking. And now Sniper is sad. You just died twice. He has 3 deaths to him now, and starting to fall behind. And this hero, a lot of his damage, I would say, comes from like an item advantage. He doesn't really innately have good stat gain. Doesn't really have good like headshots are okay damage. But I would say most of his damage comes from he just farms so fast and wins his lane that he's like higher net worth than people or even net worth, and then he just gets to shoot. Yeah. But you fall behind, the enemy has easier ways to jump you, and they have more health. You don't have the items to kill them, and it just gets harder and harder as the game goes on.
One thing which I can't remember who was saying in an interview, but they were saying that like any damage you get on Sniper is more valuable than any other hero because Sniper is always clicking in fights for the most part. You know, as long as people aren't on your head, you know, your range and your attack speed means that like you're always being able to get off clicks, and just compared to any other hero in the game, any damage item you get on Sniper is just almost always going to be used in the fight. So you always want to be that item ahead.
When you right click once, you usually get to right click an extra like 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds. As opposed to a lot of carries like Luna. If you think about how she fights, a lot of it is walking around. Like she has to like keep moving forward for eclipse, or like obviously does her damage with like eclipse while moving, and she'll loosen beam while chasing and stuff, but it's not item damage, right? Where Sniper just sits there on the DK stun, he gets to right click the whole stun, even if they're forced. So we'll see. I think that he needs Mjolnir before they should take a fight again, which is about 800 gold away. And if he goes down one more time before this Mjolnir, I think the game just is really hard. It's still acceptable, I think, for Falcons, just because Shopify does have a high ground pushing team. They have Luna Death Prophet, and they can't really go high ground.
Stampede used just to get on top of Snaking here. Snaking will be falling. And it's yet another kill for Arteezy. Hand her up, by the way.
A rough one.
Yeah, rough series.
1 and 7. Yeah, even in the first game, he was having a lot of random deaths across the map. I think Shopify's playing really nicely, noticing. I think the thing Falcons does really good. Hold that. Oh no, he jumped the illusion on Skeeter.
Deep, but wrong one. Yopaj, considering what to do here, you saw that pause there. He was like, do I turn?
They're going to turn this.
I think I'm going to turn. Yeah, blink up to the high ground. There's the Spirit Siphon coming down. I mean, Skinner, what do you do against this?
No TP.
You're slowed up to Oblivion by Skem, and no TP out available. He's going to try for the deny onto the Ancients, but that's never going to happen. And meanwhile, Saberlight, Arteezy, and Kitrak are able to find crit on the sidelines as well. So 2 kills going the way of Shopify Rebellion. And this feels like a very good map plays from Shopify coming out, and some uncharacteristic mistakes coming out from Falcons as well.
I think something Falcons does really good is that people notice. I forget who said this, but they said like they compartmentalize the map. They like put in like little sections of the map that they all farm and they all hold with their correct amount of heroes like really, really nicely. And it feels like Shopify have kind of done a lot of research and know that basically the way that means is that they're always split a little. Like they're gonna show a hero here and he's gonna split for like these 5 seconds, and they jump them in those 5 seconds. You know, they don't let them split and regroup and then they fight, because that's usually what Falcons do. They split, then they group really fast and they fight like faster than you expect. But it's really nice that effectively Shopify is just playing faster. Like they're just playing faster Dota than Falcons.
Yo, the bait on the Wisdom Rune, but it's so quick. But Arteezy is there. He's got the Glades out. He's got the BKB. He's got the Eclipse. Amar and Skinner won't last 2 seconds. Blink away from crit. He'll be okay. But still, big bait. Big play. And like, I don't know. I just didn't expect Shopify Rebellion, like, not to disrespect them at all, but for them to be like outplaying Falcons like this, just baiting them and catching them out with these sort of map moves is just great to see for this team as they're running down Bane, desperately trying to go for the Invis rune. But yeah, that ain't happening, Snaking. He'll go down again here.
They still have Aegis for about a minute. I don't know if they can really go high ground. Just fun hero sniper. It's the same thing. You're versus Sniper or Call or Zeus. This guy's enjoyment of the game is delaying the high ground forever. But if Malri gets caught here...
Not again. Same place as before. Where are you, Malri?
He's gonna get caught.
Totem.
No TP on him. 10 seconds.
Yeah. Do they see him? Yes, they do. All right. Bye, Malrine.
They can just go high ground off this. Like, none of the other heroes on Falcons do anything for high ground, so they'll probably just take this Tormentor and just start walking to the tier 3 bot if they want.
It's a kind of awkward Tormentor.
It is a little awkward. Okay, never mind. They're too low.
Okay.
It is mode farm.
Was that worth, Better?
The Tormentor, yeah, I think it's always the thing that it's like, you know, from the outside perspective, you're like, you can go high ground. Even in the game, sometimes you think it, but I would say 90% of the time, if you just don't go high ground there, it's the correct play.
Sad truth about Dota in the current
state.
It's
like, yeah, I can say like, oh, they should have went high ground, but going high ground's like an 80% chance for some crazy thing to happen, that they dive too far or they get poked down and they die and the age is going to expire at a bad time, and they can just back and they can just wait till they get like 2 more kills or an extra item or the next Roche, and then they can go high ground. And it's just so much simpler.
Big blink from Crit. Illusion's doing the pushing for them. Arteezy, no more Aegis, meaning he does not want to show for this tier 2 push. They do have the burst, they do have the damage. Shopify certainly willing to jump somebody here, and yeah, Yopaj just kind of sitting on the front lines. Again, Amar jumping far.
He has BKB. Ooh, nice blink from Skeeter to dodge Sablelight's initiation. Falcons are just kind of poking. They're trying to bait out a fight, and it's just awkward.
It's going to be... I mean, it's just Spirit Vessel, you know. Poison is out onto the Sniper, though. I mean, this is going to hurt. Illusions from the Lunar as well. Like, get away from those.
I feel like their poke is just worse than Shopify. Like, obviously, they're down a lot of gold, so the poke's going to feel worse because they take more damage, do less damage. But just hero-wise, I think... You know, there's just going to be some casual Lucent Beams, some casual Hoodwink spells. Even the Veno is just... The way the Plague Warriors are is like, as you move in slower and slower, you just get more vision and you slow them more because there's more random Plague Wards everywhere.
Yeah.
And for Falcons, it's
to bait
way more committal.
Doesn't work out, though. They really don't want to run into Shopify's map, so they're just really trying to dangle Amar, but not working out. So they're going to see if anybody comes to try and defend this. If not, the Dragons will likely take the tower.
They will probably just try to trade this tower for their safe lane tier 2 and just farm the map. I don't think there's any items that they're really close to. Looks like Maureen's deciding between Shard or Mask of Madness just to try to find burst. Amar is going for a Veil, which I think could possibly help, and Crit just finished his Shard. But these items aren't really like go time items, you know? They're not like a BKB, they're not a Daedalus or something like that, or a Blink. They're kind of just
set up onto Sablelight here. That is going to be their target, but Arteezy is hit quite well, but it's not enough. He's already dead, and the call is to get away, but the Gale, it's doing work. It's heckin' windy. They'll have to back themselves away, and Arteezy is able to do that. Yopaj considers TPing, decides against it. He's just going to have to run himself out the normal way as Luna goes for the BKB TP and will survive. Little bit of an awkward getaway, but successful. 4 heroes do survive. Saberlight loses his life. Falcons, they claim back a large part of their map from this play.
It's funny how fast he dies. It's like you feel like you're so tanky, you're so far ahead, and then Timbersaw shows up.
Yeah, and then Timbersaw.
I mean, one thing I will say is to not count Falcons out of this game. Even in the last tournament, they played a bunch of games where they were down a lot of gold, and they somehow won. I think they kind of have this similar magic to Extreme, and I think the biggest similarity between the two teams is I think they're the best team fighting teams right now, along with Spirit. I would say those are the 3 best kind of like team fight teams, and which is why, you know, they're probably the 3 best teams in the world. And so if Falcons finds a way to kind of like delay the game, get some randomized team fight where there's no BKBs on Radiant.
Back into the enemy team, but with Arteezy to follow up there, they've lost 2 already and make it 3 as Snaking goes down. Now they're looking for more. Malreen's going to be the next target. He's already taken so much damage. Saberlight's here to follow up. Double Edge comes in, damage comes out, and Malreen has fallen. Yopaj does die on the backlines to Amar, who is taking a trip to the enemy fountain. There's a courier upon him. Kitrak is here, and he's going to be able to run him down. Although he's got to be a little bit careful. There is a lot of damage here. The 2 supports, once again, just trying to bully poor old Amar. And slowly but surely, they will whittle him down. Saberlight coming on through. The pre-stun is interesting, but it doesn't really matter. Slowly but surely, he will die. Bye, Amar. And, yeah, 5-man team wipe.
It was, unfortunately, one of the best circumstances you guys for Falcons. Because they had baited out the BKBs like prior. Remember on that top fight where they killed the Centaur? And so the BKBs were still cooldown for like 20 seconds on that jump. 20 to 25 seconds. But they weren't actually able to get into the fight. Amar, I think, didn't have Blink, so he wasn't able to just insta-burst Death Prophet. And then he wasted the whole fight chasing Death Prophet. And at the same time, Maureen doesn't really get protected, so Luna just sprints at him. Death Prophet just is kind of a bait. Like, Luna's the one killing the sniper.
Roche, and I think they're going to get it just in time. Yeah. Was about to start running across the map, but they had
a lot of stuns.
Down, and they have stuns, yeah.
That's my favorite thing. Just you stun Roche when it starts moving.
Yeah.
It feels so fun.
It's
like a little mini game.
cool-
You have to like tell everyone to start like, not stacking their stuns and who's stunning first. Or you have like an Earthshaker and you tell them to fissure it.
Yeah. You got to make sure it's still getting off the damage in the pit as they catch
A
up.
solo
Good track, but
kill.
immediately going on to Yopaj here as well. But Yopaj, he's chilling. He's got his Ogre Seal Totem. Sea Snaking on the side. Heal's available. Going to use it. And Snaking's going to take yet another death in this game, reaching double figures now on the Bane.
Kitrak might find Skeeter. He has no Manta. Oh,
It's a little
no
tricky,
bushwhack.
but Boomerang does miss. So Skidder gets to blink away to the low ground. We'll be all right for the time being.
So also in the top lane when that was happening, Kitrak literally just solo killed Crit. He has Nemesis Curse, and Crit just exploded to the damage. Just pretty much just one shot. And now Hoodwink is effectively a core. Like he's a core. He's not a support anymore. So Shopify just has 4 cores, whereas Falcons has like 3. I think this wind hasn't really had the impact I think they're hoping for. And the Bane as well, I think the subs for Falcons have a very big difference between the subs for Radiant. I think Kitrak on the Hoodwink, this was a first pick Hoodwink. And he's just running around the map, getting catches everywhere on the map, even solo killing heroes from time to time. And I think the Falcons sub duo is just having a much harder game, which I think also is just hero based, but it's also the early game didn't go as well for Falcons.
Yeah, definitely. Crit, he's had some nice shackle shots, but ultimately it's kind of just hard to have as much impact in a game like this versus the heroes on the enemy team. And Skim's been super annoying just getting out these poisons inside the team fights. He's also picked up a full Aghanim Scepter now as well, so Poison Nova's going to be available as well. It's a super scary one. There is a bit of shenanigans happening in the top lane as Saberlight's fighting with Amar, but Amar is pretty good against strength heroes, so Saberlight, well, he's going to pop the BKB and try to turn it around, or maybe just help himself survive.
Feels really bad. Just has to waste a
Going on up
BKB. Amar's game is really good. Is the one redeeming factor for Falcons is that Amar's playing really good. He's
Yes.
really high level, really high gold. He's ahead of the Death Prophet. We can't really compare to Luna. I would say Luna just unfair, but
Yeah, TZ looks like he's playing a different game right now.
yeah, he just has 10,000 more net worth than the Timbersaw. And now they really want to jump. They have a ward. They see Skeeter.
Quick blink. I mean, I can't believe the reactions of some of these Falcon players. Every time I watch them, that's always mind-blowing. How quick they are. Blinks, BKBs, and whatnot.
So choices, do they ever go high ground versus Sniper?
Yeah.
Not yet.
It's a tricky choice. I mean, they do have themselves an Aegis, but at the same time, you're also waiting for Saberlight to have his BKB back up as well. You don't really want to go high ground unless you've got every single resource available to you. And preferably catch out Amar whilst he's doing all this split shot. Splitting the waves. Yopaj gets onto Amar, but BKB TP away. Requests the high five, and yeah, he's gone again.
All right, big thing to talk about. Massive. Most important thing. The Centaur has an Aghanim Scepter queued up.
That is huge.
Huge.
Why?
Why is a great question. But it's probably that he can grab his Luna and then run at the Sniper. And then if... I guess... Doesn't it suck though if the Centaur gets gripped?
Kinda.
Because then
But you
two
can jump
heroes are
out,
kind of
can't you?
gripped. No, you can't jump out.
You can't jump out. Oh, you're locked in.
You're
Damn.
locked in.
You're ride or die, quite literally.
Yeah. It's like 8
Okay,
seconds
so-
of being in that cart.
Just sitting in the cart.
So
Yeah, I don't want to see that happen. That would be terrible.
that would be so sad. And the funny thing is Luna's kind of like a melee hero attack range, right?
Yes, yeah.
But since she's a ranged hero, she doesn't get the bonus attack range that cart gives to melee heroes. So like if she was a melee hero, she'd pretty much have the exact same attack range as a Luna.
Dire's top
Intriguing.
tower is under attack.
The more
He
you
has
know,
it.
but he just straight up bought the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Who's getting in the cart is my question. Well, we might be finding out very quickly as a fight is a brewing, but a blink away from crit once again. Not going to get caught out. Skitter did pop the dragon form. Who is he going to find? Kidtrack, he's got to be a nice target here, and here they go. Stun does connect. In comes Saberlight, though. He grabs Kidtrack, trying to save him from the fight, and does so successfully. As Arteezy just fighting with Amara over the sidelines, but can't quite bring him down. Kidtrack is going to get away thanks to the what? Never mind. Assassinate brings him down. It was almost type.
I think that cart, I think it killed Kidtrack. And now Falcons is going to chase. Skeeter's really low. It's really hard for him to chase. Snaking still's a grip.
Oh, Nightmare out onto Saberlight. Arteezy coming forward, but taking heavy hits from Marine here. Quickly, Workhorse! Get him away. No, get him in. I don't know. Glaives are going. This is something.
Oh, he blinked.
Oh, blink away. Jesus. That was close. The Skitter almost locking down the Luna.
Yeah, when you blink, it ends the cart. So, keyboard bug.
Bug on keyboard. Yeah, that was
terrifying.
Okay, well, you wanted to see Workhorse. We saw some Workhorse, and yeah, that's that was pretty scary usages. But I guess it kind of worked. Why did you think it got Kidtrack killed? Because it looked like he saved him.
Because so what it does is it prevents movement, and so Hoodwink had Pike and also Scurry up, and there was a Stampede, and so he basically could have just ran left. But instead, he was stuck in place, which meant that he took more damage from like shrapnel and timber saw spells.
Mm-hmm. And then he just got assassinated and died.
Yeah. So it's like you don't really want to use it on these like squishy heroes. You want to use it on like the heroes that just need to keep staying in there to do damage. Like you wouldn't want to use it on a Zeus.
Noted.
Because he wants to like run away from the fight and kite spells at max range. But like a Luna, you know, this guy can run in.
I kind of want to see it on Yopaj, you know, get him in there, get some spirit
that one's a good one too. Yep.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm worried about Luna. I just feel like it'll all end in tears.
What, the Centaur eggs?
Yeah. If you scoop Arteezy up into that cart, then I don't know, he'll find a way to cliff him or something.
That'd be really cool. I'd be excited if that happened. I don't know how you would do it. I'm trying to
they'll find a way.
I wonder if you could force and then angle your force that you leave the cart on the cliff behind you and then you stop moving.
Or maybe you can just reverse into it like a dump truck.
Is under attack.
I'm not sure if the cart adheres to the rules of the, physics, mortal realm.
I don't think anything in Dota really does.
True enough.
All right, snaking with the shard.
Yeah, it's kind of not super exciting. Can be kind of good against the lunar illusions if they're all kind of...
It's cool. It's a cool shard versus Luna versus just illusions in general. Like if you've ever seen it versus like a PL, Bane will just full heal every time he presses Brain Sap.
Yeah, that's true.
But
the lunar illusions, he's been splitting them up pretty much every time. It's been quite useful for baiting out a couple of cheap abilities.
All right, Refresher Orb finished for Luna. This guy is so strong.
He's huge.
That if they ever take a fight outside the enemy base,
they're scanned.
It's so
they
hard.
know. But they do connect onto the Bane, immediately drop in with the Eclipse, but Eclipse not really connecting onto anybody, and Maureen's going to be able to take a few shots here onto Arteezy, so Stampede will be used just to get them out to safety. And that will be that, just a clean kill. I say clean kill. I mean, Eclipse and Stampede was used. It was quite a big commitment for a Bane.
No high ground,
just
though.
Happy on his high ground.
When will Radiant go high ground?
Is that a URL you're investing in right now? Or?
Yeah. How long until the team goes high ground? It's just, you look at when the game starts at 10k gold lead, and then you have to see how much gold lead till they actually decide to go high ground.
Yeah. Roshan is the consideration right now, and Falcons are pretty deep, and they're actually going to look onto Skem here. Skem could be a great target, of course, going to release that poison over as he goes down. He tries to stay from the Workhorse, unable to do so. No cart for you, little Venomancer. And poison over not really doing enough to dissuade Falcons, so now Falcons being a man up. may be looking to keep this fight going.
If they can delay
It's good
Roche,
info.
nice initiation.
Yeah, Sableye stuns up onto Skidder. BKB out from the Luna. I mean, it's early, but he's got the refresher and immediately blinking past, looking for the backline targets. Skidder is gone, and Crit is going to follow him to the grave as well. Dude, under the cover of these BKBs, with the shards bouncing around him, the Moonglade bouncing around him, there is nothing they can do about Arteezy. Nothing at all. And they're going to move it to the top side of the map right now. Maybe claim their free snaking kill as they go. Oh, nice blink.
He lives.
I forgot he's a Falcons player with Blink Dagger.
Oh,
You're never catching him that easily. Damn, they want death number 13, it seems. And whoa, Maureen just
Waiting for Maureen.
unloading an entire mag into Arteezy.
Here's another BKB. They can just go Roche.
Let's go Roche, yeah.
This chase is up for fun. Chase.
It is a little bit. So like literally just spamming the workhorse.
It's good.
For his own mobility and to scoop up his team.
Yeah, it's just a 24-second cooldown Stampede.
Yep.
So you just gotta click it. I think it does all the effects of Stampede, like the damage and the slow. It's just like a normal Stampede. So it's even if you don't click it on your allies, it's still a good Ags. You just click.
Fair enough. Falcons approaching the pit. Crit leading the charge once again. Gale available. Snaking in the trees as well. But Roshan very low. Amar jumps in. Can he steal this right now? Aegis on the deck. Arteezy is going to be the one to pick it up right now. And he gets the cheese. Amar, what did he get? I'm not sure he got anything from this.
He got the Ags.
He got the Ags. He's used it immediately as well to give himself the extra strengthness inside this fight. Sableye, BKB, TP away. They want nothing to do with this
Arteezy.
one. Falcons gonna... Wait. This is the biggest time they can get, but he blinks past him. Oh, Crit. Oh, Crit. A huge misplay from Crit. I mean, he just doesn't catch until the last second. Arteezy getting away with murder there. I mean, if he gets caught out the once, he's definitely dying the twice.
Yeah, no BKB. Oh my, if Amar got the Aegis there, that's also just, they can just commit the fight really hard to going forward.
Radiant's top tower is
That's like a 6k gold swing. Just because he picked up Ags on Amar.
Yeah, true. It's a big chunk. Immediately eats it up, gets himself reactivated with
this
great
guy
magnums as well to
is
have.
trying to 1v5 his heart out on Timber. Like, he's doing everything.
He really is. Getting into the pit at just the right time, but gets the Roche kill, gets the Aghanims, doesn't get the Aegis, doesn't get the cheese. Gelpage cut down by the sniper in the middle of that fight. Finally, the Death Prophet counter coming into play.
Finally. Only took 50 minutes. So, Falcons, I'm going to be real. After a fight like that, you kind of get to, like, catch your breath. Like, slow down. You know that you're actually able to fight them. Because the game's getting later. It's getting closer to 50 minutes. This gold lead's mattering less and less. Especially when you have a strong hero, like a Timbersaw. When you have this, like, one really strong guy, and the others are, like, kind of getting there, the game feels a lot easier. As you know that the Timbersaw is, like, similar strength to the Luna. That it's not Arteezy just one-shotting the entire team like it was 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And so the game's honestly not in too bad of a state for Falcons. I think Shopify is still pretty happy with the game state. It's just this high ground. You know, it's like, when can you break this high ground? Like, Falcons is never giving them an opportunity to get random kills on the map that matter for high ground push, right? And the times that they were, I don't think Shopify was really able to capitalize on it. Like, the 2 times that they got Maureen, I thought it was just too awkward of a situation for them to go high ground.
Yeah, the lanes weren't quite set up.
Oh,
And now
no,
they find
Arteezy.
Arteezy. He's just gone for the first time. Sableye also getting very low as well. He's trying to get himself out. He's got the BKB, getting himself up to the high ground. Arteezy respawns. He has got the BKB, so should be safe for the time being, but he needs to start doing some damage. Eclipse comes down, but Amar says, see you later. Timber Chain up to the high ground, and now things getting a little bit awkward. Refresher Orb is available for the Luna, so second BKB required if needed, and that's going to cause Falcons to hesitate. They got a lot from this. Snaking connects with a big grip.
All right. 1 life down. Exorcism used. And nothing... Falcons doesn't really have any cooldowns. Like, I guess their teamfight cooldowns is grip and BKBs, which the grip is, you know, you're not always gonna be like, guys, wait for grip to fight. So if anything, it's just BKBs. Whereas I feel like Shopify is way bigger, like timings between the EXO, I think is the really big one.
Look at them just run away from snaking. He's going to catch Kid Track here.
Oh,
he's not going to catch Kid Track here.
He's not going to catch Kid Track. I also
Sentry
think
doesn't catch out Sableye either.
I think BKBs matter more for Shopify than Falcons, because specifically for Amar, I think Amar will like shred any hero that gets stunned without a BKB, whereas snaking bot might get caught.
Maybe. Scam also, though, going down. They're just going to trade supports, and Sableite's in pretty deep. But Yopaj connecting here onto the DK. DK taking so much damage, and now they get in the cut. And Luna just stays on top of Amar. Adorable, but they don't really have the damage to really kind of deal with the Timbersaw here. Staking with the buyback. Yopaj on the run. Shackle connects, though. Marine's upon him. There's the damage coming through from the sniper.
There's no BKBs
no one really
on
here to get on top of him. He's still defended as Kid Track does fall in the backlines, trying to finish off crit. Amar chasing forwards, looking for more. Does connect onto the Luna. Luna, she's got nothing left in the tank. No BKB available, no damage, definitely no Satanic, and she's just gonna fall. Finally, Arteezy will die, buyback available, but Amar just doing so much for his team right now.
He has a sheep queued up. I wonder what he's gonna swap out for the Hex. He just queues up an overwhelming blink, I guess. Because you don't really want to swap out any of your items. Like, all his items seem so
Radiant's bottom tower
kind of useful, I think.
Eternal Shroud at 50 minutes, still good.
Yeah, the item's just broken.
Okay.
Especially when they have so much magic damage, it kind of just gives you mana. Like, he runs into the Luna and the Veno, and you have an extra 800 mana to fight with. Which just feels really nice. Man, hard game when you can't go high ground.
Tough.
It starts to beg the question, like, did Shopify miss opportunities to go high ground? And you
Trying to think back, and you know, we had that one moment where they ran away, and we said, well, you know, 90% chance it goes wrong there, but 90% chance is better than nothing. Which has ended up being the case, but I don't know, a lot of things to look back on here for both teams. It's been a crazy 50 minutes. Skidder in deep, 4-staffed out. They've already taken the melee barracks, and that is the first barrack that has been taken this game. Falcons really don't want to give anything up right now. Roshan will be up in about 2 minutes. Well, we'll start respawning.
The game is now, I would say Falcons is ahead. I don't even think it's like an even game. I think Falcons is, you know, stronger. They've won the last like 2 fights, I would say. And Timbersaw is scaling so hard. He is a monster. And Shopify, all right, I think that's what they needed. They needed a rapier on the Luna.
And they have it. Arteezy, Luna, rapier.
Arteezy needs to go ham in this next fight.
Yeah.
Question is, does he
worried
go
at all? There's no Satanic still.
on Luna?
Yeah.
Not really. A Satanic really won't help him, because I think all the damage on him is really going to come from the Timbersaw. Like, sure, Sniper might kind of go on him, but for the most part, he's like going on the Sniper. And so the damage that the Luna's taking is from the Timber, and you won't out heal it with a Satanic, I think. It's just better to have the Rapier.
All right, Arteezy's
And
done.
just
He also buys
live
up
2
the
BKBs.
upgraded Aghanims as well. So
If
it's
you
gonna
die with this
consume an
Rapier, the game's over.
Yeah.
For the most part. Usually when you buy Rapier, you're kind of like, all right, guys, I'm ending the game with 1 death or 2 deaths. You know? If you have buyback, you could end the game with 3 deaths. But he's either not dying anymore or he's dying once and the game ends. That's it. Does he go Magic Rapier or Physical? What's the better one? It's Physical, right? You don't go Magic.
Yeah, 1000% physical. The magic on the Eclipse. I mean, it's only like 25%, isn't it?
Yeah, only.
Only.
Only
You've also got the
25%
Kandor
more
as well.
damage. Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, maybe you can do some cool toggling, but
It's
I feel like
annoying because there's a cooldown on it.
yes.
I wish the
6
cooldown
seconds,
was like
isn't
2 or 3.
it? 0. Give me Power Treads Mark 2.
Yeah, I mean,
Bottom barracks.
I know why they didn't do 0, but I think 0 would still be balanced because you could never get it at the same time.
Yeah.
Like the reason it was strong was because you could get both right at the same time.
Crit soloing Roche. I'm sure his team will be here soon, but he's getting
dying.
started on it at the very
Getting
least.
destroyed by Roche.
Roche got hands at this point in the game, dude. Oh, the Roshan's call actually comes out because of the steal from Amar earlier.
Amar got the last hit, yeah.
Yeah, they're running to the other side, but they're not going to get there in time. Even is that a grip? Okay, just grip Roshan just to make sure he's not going anywhere. Keep him in place, stop him moving, and well, Shopify at the very least are going to see if anybody comes through the portal, but that ain't happening. So Aegis now with the sniper.
All right, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, does Shopify try to set up for some like crazy, like base race thing? But I think that's way too all in, especially with the
With
rapier.
all tier 3s up, that's not going to work, is it? Because it would refresh. It refreshes on tier 3s, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
BKB.
Wow. Arteezy is, I mean, he's respecting
I
Falcons.
mean, you don't want to lose his rapier, but
No.
you just shouldn't put yourself in a position where you have to click it like that. Is the issue? All right, Maureen TP's out. Maureen knows high ground sucks, so he goes to defend his own high ground.
Returns to his rightful place, king of the high ground. But they see this now, and they're going to
Mid
go.
lane.
Immediately looking towards the Timbersaw, but he's just out. How can they do no damage to a Timbersaw? You have Rapier on Luna. What am I seeing right now? He's just not taking damage. Yopaj up in the cart right now, but they're just shackled together. That's not ideal. Amar still standing his ground in the middle of this fight. Arteezy has to back himself away. Can they finally finish the job? Yes, they can. Amar
Crit
goes
too.
down. And Yopaj already looking for the +1, and that is going to come through. Crit falls. Buybacks available on 2 out of 3 heroes, which just died. But a critical catch here for Shopify Rebellion. Dude, how much damage did this Timbersaw take in that fight?
Did he even take damage? It's probably like 500 damage he took. I don't know. I felt like he wasn't taking anything in the whole fight.
Absolutely absurd, but yeah.
That's the issue when you TP back, right? And they see you on the map. Like they see Maureen top and they instantly jump mid. And they know that there's no way for him to connect to the fight. And now you can force buyback out on Amar.
I'll certainly try
Or
to.
can you?
It's a little tricky because you don't really want to put your Luna in a position where she's shoving high ground.
Yeah, and the other thing is Maureen has Aegis and buyback. So it's like if you dive in to kill him once, they'll all buy back. And then even if you somehow kill him the second time, like through their buybacks, he just will buy back and keep killing you because you're in his base that deep and used everything.
Yeah. No exorcism, no Luna. I think they're realizing now in Shopify they ain't getting no buybacks here unless they really want to commit to this. Also creeps inside their base. Luna TP's away. Everybody's out.
All right. Don't do the reverse, guys. Shopify, get out. Your carry has shown TP'd.
Yeah, Saberlight is taking an outpost. That is interesting. He has got himself a Stampede though, so should be able to get himself away. Scam just backing him up. TPs are coming from Falcons, but won't be nearly enough to help out Saberlight here.
All right, 60-minute items in 2 minutes.
Falcons are approaching though. They don't want to wait for no tier 5 items.
They still have the Aegis for 2 minutes, so
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
like Maureen gets a jump. There's a nice
Saberlight here.
Oh
That's a
my.
lot of damage coming out onto Maori. My goodness, that's gonna be the first life. But now the grip comes down on Saberlight. Saberlight
Kill the
taking a lot
centaur.
of damage. Yopaj unable to do anything really to help him out here. So he's gonna fall
No buyback.
for that Aegis, and no buyback critically for the Centaur. 300 gold off. Oh no. I mean, they don't know it, but at the same time, Falcons never been much of a team
Centaur
to give teams a chance. As Kidtrack also getting caught out here. Kidtrack is gone. Buyback is available.
Arteezy BKB
Sideline.
forced in the bot lane.
Oh yeah, he's got the refresher.
They're kind of
in
just
15
getting everything
seconds,
right
but
now.
They really are. Falcons, they're putting on the pressure in Shopify. They're just starting to crumble.
Radiant's
Falcons.
They have creeps coming
sense
mid.
it. Yeah, they'll be here. Maureen with a Moon Shard, with the Mjolnir, the MKB. But in they go! There comes the Eclipse out onto Yopaj, sending Yopaj deep onto Maureen. Maureen trying to slay through it. He's actually going to live with the Satanic. He's up to full health. Arteezy, he's in trouble. He needs to get away from this sniper right now. His BKB is gone. He needs to help. The Assassinate's coming through, but it won't finish the job. Link is there to blink away. He lives. I don't know how, but he does it. And also, the Death Prophet gets away on the sidelines. I mean, this is one hell of a delaying tactic, but it seems to be worth it. But have they used the resources? Because Falcons don't really need to worry about resources. They don't need to worry about BKBs. You said it earlier. Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so close.
I can't believe
everyone. It was so close for everyone.
Yeah. Arteezy so close to dying. Yopaj so close to dying. Skidder so close to dying. What a game. Falcons, can they finish this up right here? I mean, 10 seconds till Saberlight's back up, and
I think they just play for the items.
I think so.
There's some really big ones they can
get the tier 5s and then go for the finishing blow.
Let's see, Maureen, what do you got?
They will be split for a bit here. I don't know. Ooh, not getting anything from those Ancients there on Amar, but he steals the Ancients away from Shopify. That's going to be an annoying one.
They're going to try to kill him if he goes for this greedy one. Never mind, he reads.
Wait, Book of Shadows is what the sniper opts for.
Huh.
Okay.
I mean, surely all of them had to be really bad.
You'd imagine so. I guess he didn't get Stygian or Pirate's Hat. That's at least, and probably not Apex either.
Yeah. Book of Shadows. Huh. Okay. Skeeter did get Pirate Hat. They're still waiting on the other 3. A Seer Stone actually on Snake King, which is really crazy. Like, that's... And Seer Stone as well in the Luna.
Ooh. Seer Stone Luna? Okay. All right.
I actually like that one. The Blink and the Q is like really far. Like if you ever...
range.
Yeah.
It's just kind of
Arcane
funny.
Blink being... Or have you ever had Arcane Blink and Seer Stone? That one is crazy. But even just with the Swift Blink, it basically enables you to like enter the fight from anywhere and just press Q from anywhere. So it also gives you true sight or of like an area, I guess is what I mean. You get to like see where they are. You get to see the sniper for the initiation on the Luna. So it kind of helps them play these fights.
It's 2 Pirate Hats versus 1. But their base is sort of being taken by these dragons right now. The barracks aren't looking so pretty, and Skidder's going to come in and finish the job. Pirate's Hat, DK, doesn't mess around with buildings.
No.
Range
Amar still has
lost.
not picked his tier 5 token. He just has it in his inventory.
Who?
Amar.
It's interesting. Maybe he's holding it like he holds his ulti as they jump forward here onto Saberlight. Saberlight's just going to get taken down immediately. This time he does have the buyback available, but they've got to back themselves away. Amar is coming and he is mad that Aghanim's is going to run out, leaving him, I mean, some would say exposed, but more sensible people would say absolutely fine. This Timbersaw is not approachable. And Maureen gets to work on the buildings.
The Eclipse on the back line.
God, he takes almost 50% of HP. Yeah, the Eclipse is doing work.
Bane's
Once
dead.
again, used onto Yopaj, just sending him through. Snake King's out. Crit as well. Also going to get taken out here. No buyback on the Bane critically, and they find Skidder as well. Big kills coming up as Saberlight gives his buddy a lift over towards Maureen. Maureen has a TP out under the cover of BKB. He's going to be okay. Amar also going to be able to TP himself out in the tree lines on the side. So 2 heroes escape, 3 lying dead, 2 with buyback. What can you do now on the side of Shopify? Second Rapier queued up for Arteezy. Buyback available as well. So even if it goes down the once, you can come back with another Rapier for round 2. I would imagine he doesn't load up with the second Rapier. That would be sort of...
You can just buy it if he wants, but yeah, there's no way he has 2 in his inventory. He doesn't need it.
No.
All right,
Yeah, I mean, this
armor,
combo is so sick though. Like the Arcanist armor, interesting.
it's really
Sending the
good.
DP in with the Eclipse on him.
Eclipse, just to burst the hero.
So good.
There's no Lincolns on Dire, so this like Blink Hex is just amazing. And there's no mirror shields either. This, I'm struggling with this Book of Shadows pickup by Maureen.
Yeah.
That's like the one thing I always wish that you kind of get to see what the options were.
Yeah, for sure.
Hold that.
Yopaj though
Maureen.
going in deep. Oh my god, Maureen! You don't need to worry about
Wait, he didn't die.
Maybe you do. He didn't die. And they're backing out. They're scared. And Arteezy
Pick
can't
up
get away
Arteezy
from
in
this.
the
He
court.
doesn't have a BKB right now. He needs to get inside that workhorse, or maybe he doesn't. They're not really advancing here on Falcons. They don't have the heroes right now, but Amar, he is the hero. He jumps forwards and brings down Arteezy. Arteezy with the buyback. The Rapier, it's on the deck. Saberlight picks it up, goes to the BKB TP way, and he might just get away with it. He does. Oh my goodness. Survives, drops it in the base. Rapier saved. But Arteezy's buyback has been used, and Yopaj's going to have to go for the BKB TP out as well. Good lord. I mean, Amar just all by himself jumps into 4 heroes, brings down Arteezy, who was already kind of low. They don't get the kill onto the sniper. They don't get the buyback on the sniper either. He's still holding it. Amar's still holding it. Skitter's still holding it. Meanwhile, on the side of Shopify, they only have 2. Yopaj and Scam. They have to make these buybacks work.
All
Falcons.
right, there are now 3 Rapiers on Radiant. There's 2 on the Luna, 1 on the Hoodwink.
Oh, Hoodwink has one. Cool, neat.
Yep, just bought one.
All right,
So
well,
they
that's
have
going to
a
help with
lot
clearing
of
out
damage.
illusions. They do, but can they get it off? And will Amar care?
I mean, there's no BKBs. Death Prophet, no BKB. Luna, no BKB. Oh,
Luna, that's a
Arteezy.
great blink right there, my friend. He doesn't have a BKB right now. Workhorse comes in, gets him out. Amar just constantly sitting on the front line. Sharpshooter comes in. Maureen will dodge. The buildings, though, they're just slowly trickling down to these pesky, pesky dragons. Fortification comes out. But Shopify, I mean, they don't
Arteezy
have
has
anything on
BKB.
Falcons. All right.
They can do a jump. If they blink Hex the sniper and they jump on him, this is not the jump they need to
just
though.
tanking everything. Scam and Yopaj sitting on the front lines. I mean, the easier buyback heroes. It's kind of who you want to be getting jumped right now. Saberlight runs around the back though, tries to pull up onto the DK, but it doesn't really work out. He's running around with the extra Stampede to try and find himself a target. Amar's out upon him, but Amar with the Aghanims is just tanking up
Yopaj
everything
on
on
the
the
back
front line.
line.
They're trying to get around the back, but look at the grip coming down onto the DP. DP
Arteezy.
buyback immediately. Snaking's already been taken down. They found Maureen. Maureen, he needs to fall, but look at the book of shadows. It's not going to do enough. Amar though going face to face with Arteezy. He's going to take him down. 2 Rapiers on the deck. Amar looking for more on top of Yopaj, on top of Saberlight. Saberlight just trying to tank up into him. Can't do enough. The Rapier still deck. Who
Wait,
cares?
Maureen just
Maureen is
diebacked.
finally diebacked here. Oh my god, the sniper is gone. Can they do it without him? I mean, Amar is just doing so much, but is it enough? All by himself. Yopaj says hi, trying to follow him down here, follows the chakrams to the end of the earth, but Amar, he's moving 1,000 miles an hour across the map. They just can't chase him down. No buyback on the Luna, no buyback on the sniper. Which team is stronger without their carry?
I mean, Falcons still has their carry. They still have the Timbersaw alive. So
Very true. Oh, hold on. You say that. Yopaj's on him again. No,
Yopaj.
Yopaj, he's just feeling it right now. Getting on top, but he does manage to get off that Aghanim Scepter, so that's going to make things a little bit awkward. TP out. Bushwhack not available.
the question mark.
There it is. We saw that one coming eventually. Inside the base, Skem's doing his best to try and clear out these catapults, but he's just one little Venomancer.
All right, and Amar did also take Magic Lamp at some point, which is why he actually survived that.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's crazy.
And then Mirror Shield on the Hoodwink. And that's kind of it. Pirate Hat on Centaur. Death Prophet doesn't have one.
She doesn't have one, yeah. They
Which-
do have one available inside.
It is not.
the-
Yeah, I guess hers. I guess he thinks that the Pirate Hat is too, or the Aesthetic Cap is too value. No, he's getting it delivered now.
Okay.
Okay, I
I
think
might
they
see
just got
Yopaj with like a Giant's Ring or something right now. That's what I'd like to see, but does he have it?
Mirror Shield.
Mirror Shield, your Mirror Shield enjoyer. Well, all this time we're talking about neutrals. Roshan is being taken.
Oh, Amar. He's gonna take 0 damage.
Yeah, they jump him again, but he just doesn't care.
Literally 0
He
damage.
just doesn't care. This is 67 minutes into the game, fighting 2 cores and a Rapier Hoodwink.
Oh no, Saberlight. Has no
Saberlight.
buyback.
BKB though, he's got
Can he
workhorse
TP,
available in
TP?
just a second as well. I think
Oh,
he's
he's
going to
out,
get away
he's out.
from this one. 4 staffs are out. Yopaj is there and Scam to cover him. No buybacks at all available on the side of Shopify Rebellion. It's been a long game of resources, but this is going to be potentially the final push coming out. As did Amar just buy 2 Rapiers in a row? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Does he
Magic
2?
He's bought a moonshot.
Oh, he's in a right clicker now.
What?
He's just gonna
What am I
attack them.
witnessing? He's just gonna go.
He's
click
gonna
him.
siege.
Yep.
Okay.
This is...
Understood.
Is it understood? I don't understand it.
He's got the Daedalus queued up. Is this better?
You can't be serious. You cannot be serious about this one.
This can't be better than... I mean...
Yeah, he's in the kitchen.
It's gonna win.
Okay? He's cooking
like,
up.
Omar's gonna make it look good. But... It's fine. It's fine.
All right. I've learned it's better not to question him and just watch.
Yeah, we'll see.
This is so unbelievably cooked, though. 69 minutes.
This guy is
People are
locked
starting
in.
to lose their minds.
And now Skeeter also buys a rapier. There's what,
All
like
right.
6 or something in this game?
Yeah. Arteezy has only 1. He dropped
There's
2
7.
earlier.
There are
There's
7.
1 on the hoodwink. Okay. Is there 1 in the base? No?
No, there's 6. There's 6. I'm just counting.
You sure Arteezy doesn't have 1 on his courier? No, he doesn't. Okay. Well, here they come. Crit jumps in with the BKB immediately engaging on Sable. Let's get it. Just
going
go
through.
for the
There's no
throw.
glyph. There's no glyph.
They don't have glyph. It's just over. Well,
Oh,
GG, I guess.
I see. Okay.